My dear brothers and sisters, let me begin with a powerful reminder. Not every closed door is a punishment, and not every delay is a denial. Sometimes what you call confusion is actually divine redirection. What you call loss may be Allah's mercy unfolding quietly. Today, I want you to listen with your heart, because this message may explain why your life no longer looks the way it used to. If these 5 things are happening, Allah is shifting your life's path. When discomfort enters your life, do not rush to label it as misfortune or failure. Pause and reflect, because discomfort is often the first language through which Allah speaks to the heart when He is preparing change. There are moments when what once felt familiar suddenly feels heavy, when routines lose their sweetness, and when places or conversations no longer bring peace. This inner unease is not random, it is intentional. Allah does not disturb the heart without wisdom, and He does not remove tranquility without replacing it with direction. Many people remain trapped not because they are incapable, but because they are too comfortable. Comfort can quietly become a prison, convincing you that where you are is where you must remain. But Allah, in His mercy, refuses to let His servants settle for less than what they were created for. So He introduces discomfort, not to harm you, but to awaken you. Ask yourself honestly, if everything felt easy, would you ever move? If everything felt familiar, would you ever grow? There are times when your soul outgrows the environment around it. Your heart begins to crave meaning, depth, and alignment with faith. Suddenly, gatherings feel empty, goals feel shallow, and distractions feel exhausting. This is not weakness. This is elevation. Allah is refining your heart, detaching it from what no longer benefits your dunya or your akhirah. That restlessness you feel is a sign that your soul is being called higher. Discomfort also exposes truth. It reveals what was never meant to last. When something is no longer written for you, Allah removes the peace from it before He removes you from it. This is mercy. If He took it away suddenly, you would break. So He first unsettles your heart, giving you the strength to let go. What if the discomfort is not pushing you away, but pulling you towards something far greater? Understand this deeply. Allah's plans do not begin with ease. They often begin with unease. Every transformation requires disruption. Just as a seed must break to grow, a believer must sometimes feel shaken to rise. The discomfort you feel today may be the very reason you thank Allah tomorrow. When peace leaves a place, do not chase it. Follow where Allah is guiding you instead. Have you ever worked tirelessly for something, poured your heart into it, made dua, and yet the doors just wouldn't open? You knocked, you hoped, you waited, and still nothing happened. At that moment, it is easy to feel forgotten, rejected, or even cursed. But what if I told you that every closed door carries a hidden blessing, a protection you cannot yet see? Allah's wisdom is far beyond our understanding, and sometimes what looks like failure is actually His mercy protecting you from harm you are not aware of. Think about it. How often have you desperately wanted something, only to later realize that if you had received it, it would have led you astray? Doors close for a reason. They are not always punishment, but redirection. Allah sometimes blocks the path because He knows that what you desire is not in your best interest. Your impatience may see it as a loss, but in reality, it is divine protection. Ask yourself, what if every no I encounter is Allah saying, not yet, something better awaits? Closed doors are also opportunities to redirect your energy. When one path is blocked, you are forced to explore others, paths you may have never considered, but paths that ultimately lead to growth, blessing, and purpose. The moments when nothing seems to work are often the moments when Allah is setting the stage for something greater. He is orchestrating circumstances, people, and timing to ensure that when the right door finally opens, it opens at the perfect moment. And the reward is beyond what you imagined. It is important to remember that Allah's timing is flawless. Human beings rush, worry, and try to force outcomes, but the divine plan does not bend to our impatience. Every closed door is a test of trust, a call to rely on Allah rather than your own understanding. Those who learn to see delays as divine wisdom develop patience, resilience, and faith, qualities far more valuable than the thing they were seeking. So when a door closes, do not despair. Do not feel defeated. Do not waste energy on frustration. Instead, pause and reflect. Could this be protection? Could this be redirection? Could Allah be guiding you to a better, safer, and more fulfilling path? Closed doors are not obstacles. They are markers, guiding you toward the destiny Allah has designed specifically for you. The key is to trust, remain steadfast, and keep moving forward with faith in His perfect wisdom. Have you ever experienced someone leaving your life unexpectedly, or a relationship fading when you least expected it? Perhaps a friend who was once constant drifts away, or plans that seemed so certain suddenly collapse. The heart feels heavy and the mind searches desperately for answers. Why is this happening? Why am I losing people I care about? In those moments, it is easy to feel abandoned, to think that Allah has turned away from you. But in reality, what you are experiencing may be one of the most profound acts of mercy in your life. Allah removes people from your life not to punish you, but to prepare you for what is coming. Loss is uncomfortable because it forces us to confront attachment. We cling to what feels safe, familiar, or comforting, even when it no longer benefits our spiritual growth. Allah knows this, and He sometimes removes people who no longer serve a positive purpose in your life. This is not always easy to understand because the heart grieves what it has known, even if it was not good for it. But consider this: if Allah allows someone who is not meant for your journey to remain, they may become a source of distraction, harm, or stagnation. Removing them is an act of divine wisdom. When people leave, it creates space for growth, for new opportunities, and for better connections. Life is a series of arrivals and departures, and each departure makes room for something greater. Allah is constantly arranging your life in ways that align with your purpose, and sometimes this requires pruning. Just as a gardener trims branches to help a tree flourish, Allah removes certain people so that you can reach your full potential. The discomfort you feel now may be the very thing that allows your spirit to rise higher. It is important to shift your perspective. Instead of seeing departure as loss, view it as elevation. The absence of some people makes room for those who will positively impact your journey. The doors that close, the relationships that end, and the friendships that fade are all part of Allah's design to bring you closer to your purpose. Ask yourself, could this loss be a blessing in disguise? Could Allah be guiding me to better companions, better opportunities, and a stronger faith? Trust that every removal has a reason, and every void is intentional. The challenge is to hold on to faith, embrace patience, and allow Allah to lead you to what is truly meant for you. There are moments in life when you feel powerless, when circumstances seem beyond your control, and patience is no longer a choice but a necessity. You may be waiting for a job, a relationship, a breakthrough, or even a sense of peace, and everything seems delayed. The waiting can feel unbearable, the heart heavy with frustration, and the mind filled with doubt. Yet, it is in these very moments that Allah is teaching one of the most profound lessons a believer can ever learn. Patience is preparation. Patience is not just endurance, it is the cultivation of strength, faith, and resilience crafted by Allah to ready you for what is coming. Consider this: if Allah wanted to give you everything immediately, without delay, would you truly be ready to receive it? Often, the blessings we seek require a heart that is prepared, a character that is refined, and a soul that is steadfast. The waiting period, as difficult as it may be, is molding you into the person who can handle what Allah has in store. Each moment of delay is an opportunity to strengthen your reliance on Him, to deepen your trust, and to remind yourself that His timing is perfect. Patience also separates the temporary from the eternal. It teaches you to distinguish between what is fleeting and what is meant to last. In the process, Allah removes what may harm you and prepares you for what will benefit you in both this life and the hereafter. Every delay is a subtle shaping of destiny, a quiet crafting of your path, often invisible to the human eye but precise in its purpose. It is in these periods of waiting that faith is tested and refined. Do not underestimate the power of patient persistence. When doors remain closed and your efforts seem fruitless, remember that Allah is orchestrating circumstances beyond your comprehension. Your role is to trust, to persevere, and to keep moving forward with hope, knowing that He is the best of planners. The heart that exercises patience develops a resilience and gratitude that cannot be attained through instant gratification. Ask yourself, could this waiting be the very reason I will succeed beyond my imagination? Could this delay be shaping me for the life Allah intends for me? True patience is active, not passive. It is maintaining hope while doing your part, making dua while trusting the outcome, and embracing the journey while believing in the destination. Allah's delays are not denials, they are deliberate, meaningful pauses designed to elevate your life, refine your character, and bring you closer to what you were truly meant to receive.